This is the Organic Stream. Welcome.
If you look at the history of civilization, there is a direct relationship between the decline of soil quality and the decline of those civilizations.
All these things came from the earth. They need to go back to the earth.
We're not just keeping this stuff out of the landfill, but making a product. And that's the attitude you have to take.
Every single day, somebody knocks on your door and says, "Can I have your waste, please?"
If you collect waste alone, then you will have you can resolve the system for makes them much cheaper.
Hi there and welcome to a new season of the Organic Stream podcast with your host Eleen Muprhy. We're back after a break with a great new lineup of expert guests to talk about all things organic and recycling. This week is a special week here at compostory.org because we're kicking off this new series, but also in bigger news, we're releasing Lesson 5 of our online video course in Organics Management in the next coming days. The lesson is quite an exhaustive study on how legislation and policy should set the stage for implementing successful organics recovery systems, so do stay tuned for the release. For updates and news, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or sign up to our newsletter as well on our website. And now in other news, for waste experts, policymakers and activists tuning in, Zero Waste Europe are hosting their international training course on organics management on the 13th to 15th of October in San Sebastian, Spain this year. The course is conducted through English and provides the knowledge and skills needed for implementing high-quality source separation and treatment of organic waste, as well as including site visits to local communities and industrial compost facilities. So for those interested, go to www.zerowasteeurope.eu and click on the upcoming events page to find more information and to register. Now onto the show, and in these next couple of episodes, we're going to be in New York City taking a closer look at composting and organics collection schemes. As I'm sure some of you know, there's a lot going on in New York at the moment with regards to composting. In the autumn of 2012, the Department of Sanitation, the DSNY, began offering curbside collection of organic waste to select schools, residences and institutions. In 2013, the pilot program was codified into law, and the DSNY are now required to carry out the program until 2015, and it is expanding. At the same time, community composting programs are also expanding, as are the drop-off collection points for food waste around the city. So we thought it was a perfect time to dive right in and learn more about how a megacity like New York goes about implementing a curbside collection scheme and the important role community compost plays within the city. We'll be focusing on the curbside collection scheme in the next episode, but for this week, we're taking a closer look into the community composting movement and talking to longtime community composter and consultant currently working at Added Value Red Hook Community Farm in Brooklyn, David Buckel. David will be telling us about the history of community composting in New York, how it can foster environmental stewardship in the community, and how in turn it can directly benefit larger organics recycling systems, but also how it can sometimes be in conflict with those systems. He'll also tell us about the challenges they currently face and the opportunities on the horizon. Now before we start the interview, we'd like to thank ORBIS for making this episode possible. As a leader in organic waste recycling, ORBIS has a wide range of plastic curbside organic recycling bins and carts to choose from to help you improve recycling rates, conserve natural resources and help the environment. With value-added educational programming, community outreach and environmental expertise, ORBIS helps communities meet their organic waste diversion goals while improving the health of the planet. And now here's David. That was a sample of the Organic Stream episode by compostory.org. To listen to the full episode for free on our website, click on the link in the description below.